In this video, we're going to prepare to do outreach. So we're going to set up our environment. There's a couple tools we need to be aware of and one we need to sign up and pay for. So the main tool we're going to be using for email outreach is called Mailshake. The URL is mailshake.com and they have two pricing plans. The actual numbers may change depending on when you're viewing this. However, what you need is the basic plan. It's currently $29 a month per user. If you are starting out, then just go for the monthly option. No need to sign up for the yearly option yet. It saves a little bit of money, but you want to make sure you're actually going to be using this. So all you need to do is hit sign up and then enter in all your details and your payment info. I'll fast forward through that now. And just like that, we're in Mailshake. There are a few intro videos that you can watch. They're quite interesting, so I'd recommend that. But for our purposes, we're just going to close out of that and come into our account. Now at this point you want to make sure you're actually logged into your Google Suite account. So I have mark@campsmartly.com here. I'm logged in. Then you want to click on Mail Accounts and then see that pink button? Click here and you want to add your Gmail or G Suite account. It's the default option. Hit next. It's going to load up this little window here, and because we're already logged in, this is going to appear here. Just click on it, click allow, and just like that, we're done. So that has actually connected our G Suite account with Mailshake. So it's going to allow Mailshake to send emails from our email address here. Now, we need to pay particular attention to point number 2 here. Because our domain's brand new, we need to start sending a small volume of emails every day and increase it over time. So we want to make sure that we don't go over this. So click Edit Settings. Now at the moment, it's going to say that we can send 500 emails per day. This is too much for a new account. We want to have it much lower. I'm going to start it with 25, and the maximum amount of time to send it would be 5. Let's put the minimum at 2. So basically this is just going to space out over the day 25 emails, which is perfectly fine, perfectly natural. Don't worry if it doesn't seem like that many, because after a week of sending 25 a day, we can double this to 50, and then the next week double it to 100, and so on. It's really important that you warm your account up like that and not just go and blast out 500 emails on the first day, because that sends a red flag to Google and it's likely that you can get your email account suspended. So we hit next here, and you can add your signature in here as well. I'm just going to keep it real simple. Mark Webster, campsmartly.com. Finish. So now that everything's synced here, when we come to create our first campaign, everything should be good and all the emails will go out via mark@campsmartly.com. Now, one other thing that we want to do before we move on is to set up the SPF and DKIM records. So to do that, you need to log into your Cloudflare account and then click on the DNS settings here. Now don't worry if this looks a bit too complicated. You don't really have to understand it. Just follow along and do exactly what I do, and you can set it up in a couple of minutes. So when you're in DNS, you need to add a record, but we want to select text record, TXT, and then we're going to call the first one SPF, and then click here to configure it and just paste in the text below this video. It should say V equals SPF1, MX include underscore spf.google.com squiggly line all. Hit save and then hit add record, and that should be in there. This text here is actually the same for all domains, so as long as you're using G Suite, it should be good. Next, we're going to do something very similar with the DKIM record. However, we need to generate that. It's a unique number specific to our domain. So I'll show you how to do that now. Just go to your G Suite. So you can find that under admin.google.com and then just log in through there. Click on apps and then click on G Suite and click on Gmail. Then scroll down here to authenticate email, and then see it mentions the DKIM record here. Then we need to click here to generate a new record. and just set the bitrate here to 1024. Now, if you've just set up your G Suite within the last couple of days, this might not work. You generally have to wait about 48 hours after setting up G Suite for this to work. So just bear that in mind if you do get any errors at this stage. So click generate and it should load up here. And all you need to do is basically create a new text record in your DNS. So it's going to be called Google domain key. Let's just head back to it here. And we're creating a new text record, Google domain key, click to configure, and we need to go back and just copy the record value here, which is all this stuff. Copy that and then let's paste it in here. Hit save and then hit add record. Yep, and we can see it's correctly put itself in there, which is perfect. So that's now all set up. Once again, it's not absolutely mandatory to do these two steps with the DKIM and the SPF record. However, it does help deliverability, and that's a big deal when you're starting out.